Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul.
And I'm Thomas. Sorry.
There you go. See, I thought we were going to get it. I feel a bit rusty going into this.
We actually haven't recorded for a couple of weeks, so I've been getting withdrawal symptoms, you know, as you were saying before we recorded this, like,
yep,
just waking up in the night, shaking, need some doctor.
I've got a terrible confession though, Thomas.
Go on.
I have watched some Doctor Who without you. We're watching through all the Doctor Who's. If you're joining us for the first time, trying to watch through everything from 1963 and some of the kind of related media. And yeah, give us a like and a subscribe. That'd be great for the channel. It's good to have more people joining us. It's good to see people, that number going up, and always great to see people's comments. Nice to see some of the same names appearing again and again. That's great. And yeah, so we're jumping into episode 2, which I also, not episode 2, story 2 of the season. I think this was also filmed as part of season 1, kind of technically, I think. I might be wrong on that one. But we've got the Dalek invasion of Earth. No prizes for guessing kind of the vague direction this story's going in. It was first broadcast 21st of November 1964 through to the 26th of December 1964, so that's kind of over the Christmas period there. Written by Terry Nation again, who wrote the first Dalek story as well. Directed by Richard Martin. And yeah, we're kind of in full Dalek mania at this point, I think, in Britain. Dalek mania has kind of struck, so getting the Daleks into planet Earth. Do you know anything about this story?
I don't. I've seen the thumbnails for it, and they show Daleks on Earth. Series 1, Story 2 was a Dalek story, and Series 2, Story 2 is a Dalek story, so is that a pattern that will continue? Who knows?
Yeah. And I was thinking about earlier, this story, I didn't own this on video. I've never owned it. And so I have seen it, but I owned the Peter Cushing Dalek films on video. And I don't know if you know, they're basically just a remake of some of the stories. So the second Peter Cushing film is a remake of this story. So I think that's probably why as a child I never bought it, because I was like, well, I've already got the kind of big screen version of it in colour.
Right.
So I never quite got around to it. So although I know the basic story, I'm not as familiar with the BBC version as I am with the movie version. So I'm actually quite looking forward to getting into it.
Grandfather's an earth reading.
Yes. Well,
Ian smiling at Barbara. Are they back home?
well, what are we waiting for? Let's go and have a look.
Come on, open the doors.
I went past here the other day, last Tuesday. I was on an Uber boat going up the Thames. I went past Butler's Wharf, where I think a lot of this was filmed.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know how much of this is actually studio-based and which is external, but...
Oh, come on, Doctor, stop spoiling everything.
Oh, my dear.
Yeah, Doctor, stop spoiling everything.
Are they home now?
Oh, crumbs.
Oh, flipping Susan.
Susan stacked it.
Oh, dear.
We better make sure we can get back into the ship before we start looking around. Just in case there's trouble.
It's intelligent. That's good. But you know, young...
It's awfully swollen.
Well, that settles it then.
Yeah,
you need to stay here.
We shall be as quick as we can. And you bathe that ankle. What you need is a jolly good smack bottom.
You twiddle your toes.
Oh dear. That's the line that comes that gets referenced in the final Capaldi episode.
Really?
Yeah. I do think rather unfairly, because that's literally the only time Hartnell's Doctor ever says it. So, right, this is definitely location shooting. You can tell here. The quality looks different as well. I wonder if this is shot on film as opposed to kind of video or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe this is just stock footage, but that might still be shot on film. It's clearly not in the studio though.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, Battersea Power Station.
Battersea Power Station.
Because this is kind of the first time really we've had a real world context, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Apart from, you know, first episode ever, they're on Earth obviously, but you're actually in recognisable London locations now.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Ah, here, look.
I mean, I suppose you did have the Aztec pyramids, but don't know how many people can relate to those.
There we go, there's your year. 2164.
Oh, okay. So quite a way away.
I don't think you and I will get a chance to compare.
No, but if anyone is watching this in the year 2164, congratulations.
Watching this in your hover car. Right?
Yeah. Is Doctor Who still running?
Quick!
Yeah.
Is the Jodie Whittaker era
How is it remembered?
You mean these people have invented some form of personal communication?
Yeah, something like that.
Can you imagine? Some form of personal communication.
Yeah.
Why?
So that's the sort of...
Oh.
some of the things in classic Who kind of happen very quickly, don't they?
That was a little bit of a disjointed edit between the studio and the external there, but
It missed a step. Yeah.
I do.
Do you reckon William performed it himself?
Oh, I don't know. I doubt it. I imagine so much of these areas have been demolished and redeveloped by now. But amazing how only such a short time ago. I mean, I know this is almost 60 years ago, but there were areas that were as abandoned as this in sort of the centre of London. You know.
Wow. Yeah.
Kind of that maybe had been used in former times when there was more traffic on the Thames. You know, using it for transporting stuff up and down. I don't know, but I'm always amazed by I find abandoned spaces quite fascinating.
Yeah. Is it me, or is there like a bit of distortion in the image? Like if you follow some of those straight lines up.
What, a little bit of a wave?
Yeah, a little wiggle.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
What do you want? Stop.
Oh, cool. Underwater Daleks.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's from the frying pan into the fire.
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, that's cool. I don't recall any underwater Daleks in the modern era.
Nope, don't think we've seen anything Daleks water-based.
We've seen them fly.
Yeah, lots of flying. What are your thoughts then? Episode 1, Dalek Invasion of Earth.
Yeah, that tickled me actually. I thought, a lot going on there, a lot of mystery, but I was quite immersed in it. We didn't really have much to say during it, did we? Because I think we were quite caught up in the story. Yeah, very interesting setup, sort of deserted London, what's going on. You've got to try and piece together the mystery.
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, I knew that was going to be the end of the first episode. There was the reveal of the Dalek coming out of the water, because it's just such an iconic shot. I guess as well, I mean, you and I are both watching it knowing it's a Dalek story. And I imagine as well, even at the time, people knew this was a Dalek story before it aired, that... because it wouldn't have been called the Dalek Invasion of Earth, I guess, at that time. It would have just been called World's End, that episode. But there was Dalek Mania, so presumably people knew the Daleks were coming back. But I think it still works, even though, you don't need to not know it's the Daleks for it to work at the end. You know it's going to be a Dalek that's going to appear at some point. And it's just, the fact that it comes out of the water like that, it's just great. And I did see that, I read that there was a guy who had to try and get it out the water, but I think he wasn't able to do it by himself. It was quite hard work inside the Dalek to make that happen. So I think they had to kind of help him a little bit with some cables to pull him out. But but the whole feel of it, the abandoned London thing, I love that. The on-location shooting looks amazing. The Dalek at the end shot looks amazing. So I think it's a great opener for the story. Great, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Like I say, let us know down in the comments and join us again soon for episode 2 of Dalek Invasion of Earth. See ya.
Don't wanna hold back.